So we're back again today with Forgotten Tales of Kentucky, and we're going to be discussing the location of the Lexington Catacombs. Well, it has been rumored for decades that the city of Lexington was constructed atop a complex system of catacombs built by the lost Indian race called the Mound Builders. The story attained respectability when historian George Washington Rank mentioned it in his 1872 book, History of Lexington. According to Rank, the Fayette County catacombs were discovered in 1776, 3 years before Lexington was settled by some venturesome hunters, most probably from the Boonesboro area in Madison County. The hunters saw stones of particular workmanship on the site of what later would become Lexington. When they removed the rocks, the hunters found a concealed ancient catacomb in stone 15 feet below the surface of the earth. The explorers climbed in the hole and found that the tunnel expanded as they progressed. Soon they were walking comfortably through a stone hallway 4 feet wide and 7 feet high. The floor of the tunnel became a ramp that ran downward a few hundred feet and in an enormous chamber 300 feet long, 100 feet wide, 18 feet high, and full of niches into which were crammed a number of mummies in a perfect state of preservation. A few years passed before the catacombs could be thoroughly explored, for until 1782, the land was the site of many wars between the settlers and the Indians. According to Rank, the catacomb was despoiled during the battles, and its ancient mummies were well swept away out of existence. Some remained in contact, however, and allegedly the tunnel and mummy room were minor tourist attractions for a few years. The Irish traveler writer Thomas Ashe was supposed to have seen them in 1806. The story goes that the entrance to the tunnel was eventually lost and forgotten due to urban expansion. Unlike so many wild legends from the past, the story of the Lexington Catacombs is plausible. Other amazing and bizarre constructions were found in the vicinity long ago, though whether they were built by Indians or explorers from elsewhere is an unsettled matter. The historian John Filson reported that ancient stone tombs of pyramidal shape were at Lexington as late as 1784 and remarked, "They are built in a way totally different from that of the Indians." That the Indians or somebody constructed elaborate monuments, fortifications, and burial mounds around Lexington is well documented by Rank. Two other major authorities in the field, W.D. Funkhauser and W.S. Webb, dismissed the story of the chamber full of mummies, but acknowledged that Lexington is built atop limestone caves. However, it stands to reason that if the mysterious architects who built the surface structures have found a system of limestone caverns, they could have improved them and used them. Perhaps someday Lexington construction workers will drill through some antiquated piece of a pavement and get the surprise of their lives. So that will conclude today's very well interesting story. But we will probably will not know if there is any catacombs or caves down there until somebody drills down into it to see if there is really any there.